Bitcoin SV, the future of transparent and accountable digital finance. Table of contents. 1. Introduction to Bitcoin SV and the promise of blockchain. 1.1 Understanding blockchain for beginners. 1.2 The evolution of Bitcoin SV, what sets it apart. 1.3 Why transparency and accountability matter in digital transactions. 1.4 Overview, the power of a public ledger and secure transactions. 2. Transparency in the digital age. 2.1 The challenges of traditional finance and digital platforms. 2.2 How blockchain increases transparency across networks. 2.3 Real-world applications, fighting corruption and ensuring integrity. 2.4 Bitcoin SV's unique transparency model. 3. Auditability, bringing accountability to every transaction. 3.1 What auditability means in the digital world. 3.2 The role of BSV's immutable ledger in auditing. 3.3 Case studies, transparent business processes and public trust. 3.4 Future potential, BSV in compliance and regulatory frameworks. Privacy redefined, controlled and transparent privacy on BSV. 4.1 Balancing transparency and privacy, a layperson's guide. 4.2 Signing data with keys for privacy and security. 4.3 How BSV differs from other blockchains in privacy approaches. 4.4 Examples of controlled privacy in everyday use. 5. Eliminating bots and enhancing authenticity. 5.1 The rise of bots and anonymity on digital platforms. 5.2 How BSV's transaction fees deter bots. 5.3 Identity verification on blockchain, a transparent solution. 5.4 Use cases, social media, gaming, and e-commerce. 6. Understanding micropayments and microtransactions. 6.1 What are micropayments and how they differ from traditional payments. 6.2 The role of micropayments in the digital economy. 6.3 How Bitcoin SV enables efficient microtransactions. 6. Use cases, content monetization, pay-as-you-go services, and more. 7. The power of signing data with keys. 7.1 What it means to sign data digitally. 7.2 How key signing builds trust and prevents fraud. 7.3 Practical applications, document authentication, contracts, and identity. 7.4 Examples of signing data in everyday BSV use. 8. BSV's approach to identity and accountability. 8.1 Why anonymous transactions are problematic. 8.2 How BSV bridges transparency with identity verification. 8.3 Enforcing accountability, real-world cases. 8.4 How businesses and individuals benefit from a verified digital identity. 9. Building a bot-free digital world. 9.1 The cost of bots, financially and socially. 9.2 BSV's solution to minimizing bots through micropayments. 9.3 Enhancing real interactions on social media and beyond. 9.4 Future implications for AI, automation, and verification. 10. BSV's practical applications across industries. 10.1 Financial services, banking, insurance, and lending. 10.2 Healthcare, secure data sharing and patient privacy. 10.3 Retail, streamlined transactions and consumer protection. 10.4 Government and public sector, transparent governance and audits. 11. The future of digital payments with Bitcoin SV. 11.1 How micropayments and key signing transform the user experience. 11.2 A glimpse into BSV's role in decentralized finance, DeFi. 11.3 The BSV vision for Web 3.0 and beyond. 11.4 How BSV empowers individuals and businesses alike. 12. Conclusion. Why BSV matters for a transparent, accountable future. 12.1 Recap. How BSV enhances transparency and privacy. 12.2 How to get involved in the BSV ecosystem. 12.3 A look ahead. The potential of BSV in a changing world. 12.4 Final thoughts on a transparent digital economy. Introduction to Bitcoin SV and the promise of blockchain. 1.1 Understanding blockchain for beginners. In a world where almost everything is online, from shopping and banking to entertainment and education, trust has become a major challenge. How can we be sure the information we receive is accurate, that our transactions are secure, or that the people we interact with online are genuine? Enter blockchain, a technology designed to offer a more transparent and secure way of sharing information. Blockchain is essentially a digital ledger, or a database, that records data in blocks which are then chained together. Once added, data cannot be easily changed, making blockchain ideal for applications where trust and security are essential. Bitcoin SV, or Bitcoin Satoshi Vision, is a particular blockchain designed to handle large amounts of data and transactions efficiently and affordably. By using blockchain, Bitcoin SV not only ensures the integrity of every transaction, but also promotes a level of transparency and auditability unseen in traditional systems. This makes it suitable for everyday use in areas where authenticity and accountability are essential. 1.2. The evolution of Bitcoin SV. What sets it apart? Bitcoin SV, often shortened to BSV, emerged as a result of debates within the cryptocurrency community. Unlike Bitcoin, BTC, which prioritizes a store of value model, similar to digital gold, Bitcoin SV stays true to the original vision of Bitcoin as outlined by its creator Satoshi Nakamoto as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. This means that BSV aims to be a practical, scalable, and low-cost solution for transferring value and information, accessible to anyone around the world. The key difference with Bitcoin SV is its focus on scaling. BSV has demonstrated that it can handle massive amounts of transactions, which is crucial for mainstream adoption. Imagine an entire social media platform or a payment processing network handling millions of transactions per second, all powered by BSV. BSV also focuses on enabling complex applications on the blockchain, supporting more than just financial transactions. This has allowed developers to build a variety of applications, including identity verification, smart contracts, microtransaction-based payment systems, and more, all on a single, stable platform. 1.3. Why transparency and accountability matter in digital transactions. In today's digital economy, trust is both critical and elusive. With numerous data breaches, fraudulent transactions, and misleading information spreading across the internet, transparency and accountability have become increasingly important. Transparency means that everyone can see and verify the data, which builds trust and reliability. Accountability, on the other hand, holds individuals and companies responsible for their actions. Bitcoin SV's blockchain creates a system where transactions are open for verification, meaning anyone with permission can trace the origin of data, check for tampering, and confirm the authenticity of the information. In BSV system, every transaction is like a digital fingerprint, unique, traceable, and immutable. This leads to greater trust, whether it's in financial transactions, business deals, or even social interactions online. 1.4 Overview: the power of a public ledger and secure transactions. Bitcoin SV's public ledger, its blockchain, enables anyone with access to view a record of every transaction ever made. This ledger provides a reliable and secure way to track assets, verify identities, and validate agreements. At the same time, it allows users to retain their privacy through encrypted transactions and data ownership. This balance of transparency and privacy is unique to blockchain technology and, particularly, to Bitcoin SV. Through the innovative use of digital signatures, more on this later, each transaction on BSV can be authenticated, ensuring that data has not been tampered with and that it was indeed signed by the rightful owner. This is especially useful for preventing fraud and building systems that are inherently secure. As we proceed, we'll explore the ways BSV's technology empowers users with microtransactions, signed data, and identity verification, ultimately creating a future where privacy is protected but trust is built right into the system. Chapter 2: Transparency in the Digital Age 2.1. The Challenges of Traditional Finance and Digital Platforms. In traditional finance and online platforms, trust is often based on centralized authorities, such as banks, regulatory bodies, or tech companies. While these institutions work to create secure systems, they have inherent limitations, such as lack of full transparency, data manipulation, and privacy concerns. For instance, when we make a bank transfer, only the bank and those directly involved can access the transaction details, which can lead to mistakes or even intentional errors going unnoticed. Additionally, users must trust that their sensitive data is protected and not misused, a trust that has often been broken by data breaches and unauthorized sharing. Digital platforms also grapple with transparency issues. Social media companies, for example, have faced criticism for handling user data without clear consent and enabling bot-driven activity. With these challenges in mind, the demand for transparent systems that allow users to see and verify their own data has increased, and Bitcoin SV offers a solution to meet these demands. 2.2 How blockchain increases transparency across networks. Bitcoin SV's blockchain operates as a public ledger where every transaction is recorded in an open, verifiable manner. This level of visibility means that anyone can verify the details of a transaction or record, from timestamps and sender information to the nature of the transaction itself. Imagine a charitable organization using BSV to record donations. Every donation can be traced and accounted for, making it easier for donors to trust that their contributions are used ethically. Blockchain's immutability means that once a record is added, it cannot be altered, which prevents tampering and ensures that the data remains trustworthy. This capability to verify transactions is why blockchain is known for being trustless. You don't have to rely on a central authority to prove its authenticity, as anyone can do it themselves. 2.3 Real-world applications: fighting corruption and ensuring integrity. One of the most promising applications of blockchain technology, particularly BSV, is in combating corruption and fostering integrity in business and government. When data and transactions are made public and unalterable, it becomes extremely difficult for anyone to manipulate the system for personal gain. For instance, supply chain transparency. In industries like food, pharmaceuticals, and electronics, BSV can track products from their origin to the consumer. This ensures that companies cannot mislabel products or hide unethical practices. Government transparency. Governments can use BSV to make budgeting and spending visible to the public. Citizens could track where their taxes are allocated, and this could significantly reduce misuse of funds. Voting systems. BSV's transparency offers the potential to secure digital voting systems by ensuring that votes cannot be tampered with or deleted while protecting voter privacy. 2.4 Bitcoin SV's unique transparency model. Bitcoin SV's transparency model differs from other blockchains in its scalability and low fees, making it practical for large-scale adoption. Unlike many blockchains that become congested and expensive when transaction volume increases, BSV has developed a unique solution. Through consistent upgrades to handle large blocks and accommodate higher transaction volumes, BSV maintains low fees while enabling more data to be stored on-chain. BSV's transparency also extends to data beyond financial transactions. Its blockchain can record various types of data, such as identity verification, asset ownership, or even document hashes, enabling a variety of real-world applications where users need to be able to trust what they see. This ensures that BSV is more than just a cryptocurrency. It's a versatile platform for trustworthy data and transactions, suitable for industries and governments alike. Case study: transparent supply chains. To illustrate the potential impact, imagine a coffee company that sources beans from multiple countries. Traditionally, consumers have little knowledge of where their coffee comes from or whether the farmers were compensated fairly. However, by leveraging Bitcoin SV, the coffee company could record each step of the bean's journey from the farm to the store on the blockchain. Customers could scan a QR code on the package and trace the exact path their coffee took, verifying that it was ethically sourced and fairly traded. This level of transparency builds consumer trust and holds the company accountable. Chapter 3: Auditability: bringing accountability to every transaction. 3.1 What auditability means in the digital world. Auditability is the ability to track and verify transactions or records in a way that ensures accuracy, legality, and compliance with established standards. In the digital world, this concept is crucial for building trust among users, businesses, and regulators. Traditionally, audits require complex processes where financial records or transactional logs are manually checked for errors. However, these methods are costly, time-consuming, and prone to human error. With Bitcoin SV, auditability becomes a built-in feature. The blockchain records each transaction in a way that is verifiable and permanent, making it easy to retrieve, review, and audit data. This structure is especially beneficial for industries that face strict regulations, like finance, healthcare, and government, where compliance and accountability are essential. 3.2 The role of BSV's immutable ledger in auditing. BSV's blockchain is, by design, an immutable ledger. This means that once a transaction is recorded, it cannot be altered. Every transaction is time-stamped, ensuring a clear chronological order that can be traced back without gaps or ambiguities. For auditors, this removes the need for extensive reconciliation processes and reduces the risk of manipulated records. On Bitcoin SV, organizations can conduct self-audits by simply accessing the transaction history on the blockchain. And because this history is accessible to anyone with the right permissions, it becomes easier for companies to open up their records to external auditors or regulatory bodies. This transparency not only streamlines auditing processes, but also reassures stakeholders that the data is accurate and has not been tampered with. 3.3 Case Studies: Transparent Business Processes and Public Trust. Corporate governance. Public companies are required to adhere to stringent regulations and disclose financial details to shareholders. BSV allows companies to transparently record major financial decisions and corporate votes on the blockchain, creating a public audit trail that demonstrates accountability to investors and regulators alike. Nonprofit organizations. Nonprofits face scrutiny from donors and the public who want to know how funds are used. By recording all donations and expenditures on BSV, nonprofits can provide transparency, improving trust and encouraging more donations. 3.4 Future Potential: BSV in compliance and regulatory frameworks. In the future, we can expect BSV to play a larger role in regulatory compliance across industries. Imagine tax authorities that can access a real-time feed of corporate transactions, ensuring taxes are calculated and collected accurately. Or healthcare systems that securely audit patient data usage, preventing unauthorized access while maintaining compliance with privacy regulations. Bitcoin SV's auditability promises a future where data compliance is simpler and more reliable, reducing fraud, minimizing errors, and establishing trust between organizations, governments, and individuals. This transparent, immutable system can ultimately create a higher standard for trust across various sectors, helping to reshape modern business and governance. Preview of Chapter 4, Privacy Redefined: Controlled and Transparent Privacy on BSV. In the next chapter, we'll dive into one of the most valuable aspects of Bitcoin SV, its approach to privacy. We'll explore how BSV manages to balance transparency and privacy, allowing users to control who can see their data while maintaining a secure and trustable ledger. From signing data with cryptographic keys to using blockchain for private records, Bitcoin SV is redefining privacy in a digital-first world.
Hey yo, step into the world where the truth don't hide. Bitcoin SV on a transparent ride. From the roots of Satoshi, we keep it tight. Scaling for the people, yeah, we're shining that light. Blockchain blocks, stacking up the facts. Immutable ledger, no way to retract. Trust in the code, no tricks, no schemes. Audit trail solid like your wildest dreams. It's Bitcoin SV, yeah, the future of finance. No middleman drama, it's all in the dance. From micropayments, keys inside every days, to a bot-free world, yeah, we're changing the ways. Traditional systems got holes in their flow, opaque with mistakes and data gets sold. But on BSV, transparency's the game. Every single transaction got a timestamp name. Audit with ease for business and trust. Immutable records, no chance of rust. Whether bank or non-profit, we're making it clear. Public ledger power, no need for fear. It's Bitcoin SV, yeah, the future of finance. No middleman drama, it's all in the dance. From micropayments, keys inside it for days, to a bot-free world, yeah, we're changing the ways. Privacy we define, we balance the two. Transparency's key, but your data's with you. Signing with keys, protected by code. A digital economy that stays in the mode. Every transaction like a fingerprint tight. You trace it, you trust it, blockchain in sight. For voting, for data, for finances too. Bitcoin SV making moves that are true. From gaming to in this digital space where trust is the foundation and truth is the base. So come on, this is finance reborn. With Bitcoin SV, a new era is born. Transparent and honest, it's a trust guarantee. Welcome to the future with Bitcoin SV.